I hope you enjoyed that blog post. Well, Valentine's has come and gone, and I hope this holiday brought you nothing but joy. Whether you celebrated with your loved one or even by yourself, this was a time to reflect on what love truly is all about. It gave you the opportunity to define what this emotion means to you, and ultimately, maybe even create an image of what you're looking to attract into your life. Even if you're already in a relationship, it's still possible. Because the activity that many of you performed last week of creating a list of the most desirable and undesirable characteristics is one that will elicit results. I received an overwhelming amount of feedback from people literally around the world who went through this exercise and as a result saw results immediately. They had the conversation with their spouse or their loved one or even just by themselves, and they began to understand what it is that they're looking for in a partner. It's an incredible experience. It's almost like a revelation takes place because all of a sudden you see, maybe for the first time, what love is all about. Well, I know I mentioned in the last blog post that the next message, being today, is going to be about the 5 languages of love. This concept is one that is so critically important to the relationships that you're in. Because what often happens, what creates the barrier, the void in the lives of so many, is the fact that they're unable to communicate love to their spouse or their loved one or whoever it might be in a way that the individual is looking to receive it. It's almost like one person is speaking Chinese and another is speaking Spanish, and they're not able to communicate how they feel to one another. The same goes for the 5 love languages, which is why I encourage you to read and maybe even reread this message so that you can determine what love language resonates with you and also what love language makes sense to your spouse, loved one, significant other, or anybody else in your world. Because once you're congruent and able to communicate together, the result is magnificent. And you'll all of a sudden begin to do the unexplainable, the unimaginable, and live a life of love, where you understand that love is truly irrational. There is no ifs, ands, or rhyme or reason for the things that we do, but we just do it because it feels right. And this is what I want all of you to achieve in your life as well. I had the most fantastic Valentine's Day because the love of my life and myself went away to Cape May, and we actually touched upon each of the 5 love languages. We discussed what love meant to each other. We embraced this moment. We anchored it in our existence so that not only would it last for that weekend, but through eternity, because that's what memories are able to do. So take some time, and if Valentine's Day wasn't your day to do that, find a time very soon to work with your partner, work with your spouse, work with your loved one to figure out what love language is yours, what language is theirs, and then figure out a way to work together. There is nothing as profound as the connection that love will create. And I hope from the bottom of my heart that you're able to find that love in your world. So enjoy the rest of your day, and remember, love is always in the air.